I'm going to use soft pastel to do this portrait painting. Before we begin, share in a comment where you're joining us from and what would you like to see more in our future videos. If you haven't done so, please subscribe to the channel. Come to our Patreon to learn more about our Enjoying Art community and the ad-free full member learning center. Let's begin. We can start with any color you want. And I'm going to maybe a little bit light brown color like this. And I'm going to take a look at where it's going to be the overall shape. Is hear the sound like a rock on the sand. Like this. And this is a little bit off to the left side. Now take a look at the shoulder. It's probably here. I'm going to take a look at that. You don't have to include everything. Okay. And as the first step, focusing on what you love to include, what you want to, and you can make any changes you want. It's just make the large changes and focus on the larger relation, larger shape. Okay. And comparing to the chin, maybe the chin should be lower, and but you see, it relate one to the others, and maybe on this side, come back a little bit. And coming onto this side, maybe this a little bit more to the left. Let's see. Okay. Keep it a little bit playful. Okay. Let's take a look. And we're going to do a little measuring before we go any further. Okay. All right, this is good. Like that. I'm going to have the shoulder on the right side of the shoulder. Keep it right there. And the hand maybe here, like that. All right, this is good. We have enough to start do a little checking. Okay, if we're going to have the chin over here, first take a look at the reference. And if I'm going to keep the same placement and composition, I want to find out that what's the head from the top of the head to the bottom over here to see what is the proportion of the head. Okay, and take a little time. Doesn't have to take long, but you have to do a little checking. Okay, before you go too far. And I know that I hear that other members in the meeting here and already go a little bit too far on their measuring. A little bit, the proportion is not right. So I have to spend some time on it. And here you go. And interesting. I'm looking at that, and the top of the hair, top of the head to the chin, and then from the chin to here, like that. Here to the chin equals the chin to top of the hair. Okay, something like that. Okay, and then that means that if I'm going to keep the top of the head over here, and this should be, could be right there. I'm going to take a look. Yeah, can be even a little bit higher, right over there. Okay, this is good. Now this is important. Sometimes we cannot actually see it clearly. And this right here, this is good. Now I'm going to take a look at also from, it looks like if that, the top over there and the right side over here, and this can go a little bit tiny to the left, right there. I'm going to take a look at, compared to the height of the head to the shoulder over here, to see what's the proportion. It looks like she has a very wide shoulder, but I'm not too sure. Okay, take a look at it. Okay, don't move fast past this point, and then we're going to be, because we need a good proportion to start with. Okay. And interesting, this point, and I have to start from the corner of the mouth, like that angle. Okay, I'm going to get that right about here to take a look at that. And from here to here, that is the tongue right there, like that. And okay, that could be fine, like that. That's a little bit tiny lower, because the chin over here, that's a little bit lower, right there. Don't rush, don't rush. Okay, the next thing we're gonna do, and before we go any further, okay, I'm gonna take a look at the width of the head, including the hair over here, because very clear, very visible. So I'm going to take the hair, the width from the chin over here to the hair. Oh, that's interesting. The width over here, it goes to from the chin to the hairline. Okay, now we have to wait a little bit before we define the width of the hair. Now this is the very good time for me to, I'm going to use the brown, maybe a little bit lighter. It doesn't really look clear enough. Okay, I'm gonna have that right here, and the chin over here. Now I'm gonna divide it. I'm gonna take a look at where is the middle point. I think that, okay, I'm gonna take a look over here, and looks like from the eyebrows to the nose, the chin is very much equals to the from the hairline. So I'm gonna have something even a little bit lighter, so have a little bit more like a yellow ochre. So I'm gonna take a look at, okay, 3 of them, and then the hairline, and the hairline can go up a little bit tiny more, looks like. Okay, that's good. Staring at it, don't rush. That's good. That's the nose. Okay, this is good. I think the nose can be go up a little bit tiny more, like that. And here we go. Like that. And the nose will be right about here, and the eye will be in here. The lower eyelid, right there. This is good, like that. And the shadow side, all the way coming down to here. Okay, this is good. And the mouth was sitting in here, like that. And then the lower eyelid, the lower lip of the mouth, like that. So I can use a little bit darker color from here. So I'm just going to use the black. Okay, here we go. And here you go. That I think is pretty good now. And and take a look at. This is the eye. Don't look into the details. It's way too early, right? Okay, this is good. Okay, the whole thing over here in the shadow. Now is the bottom of the nose right over here. This is good. And then that's the mouth. Okay, that's pretty good. And something can be sure, that's the side of the face over here. I'm going to keep that. Okay, that's good. Okay, coming to it over here. If that's too much, you can just let it go and start over. Yeah, this is good. And the bottom was right here. This is good. Coming up this way. Now we are pretty sure the hairline is here. The top of the hair right here, the top of the head over here. We're not going to change that. This is the landmark, and that is something we want to stick to. Okay. All right, pretty good. All right. Now that means the hairline is right here at this point. With that said, all right, now I'm going to take this. You see that? Very easy, right? Now we just try to find it the left side on the chin over here and come to the right side here. This is the right side of the hair. Okay, it's pretty good. Coming down this way like that. And then something I can share with you, and the nose shadow and the hair over here is almost like 1, 2, 3, and maybe the nose over here move it a little bit more toward the left. Okay, like that. So leave a little bit more on this side because the nose over here, the shadow shape is right over there like this. Okay, we're gonna set the color later. You see that the nose is right over here. You see the right side of the nose on this side, right? We're gonna take care of that, the different tone, a little bit later. Right now, we try to get the proportion correct. That's very important. Okay, so now we know the space and proportion is right. And this is good. No rush. And now I'm going to coming down over here. Since we already know the chin is very, very visible and important. So now I'm going to coming over here. So no rush. We can get everything together very quickly. Okay, now see this. I see the shadow. Getting the shape right is very important. Use the shadow shape or the light shape, whichever way that you prefer, and use them as a measuring. Like over here from the chin over here, from the jaw line, and coming through over here. Now you can see this, the color. Okay, like that, coming down over here. This is good, right? And you can use the pastel for charcoal, and it's very similar between these two medium, and that's good. And the pastel is just giving you another option. You can add color, make it even more emotional. Okay, like that. A bit smaller. Now, getting there. This is good. And some of the things we can change it and we can modify it. I think this can be coming in a little bit more like that. Okay, I learned a lot from Mr. Kelly, and Gary Kelly is my graduate school teacher when I started the Master of Fine Art program. He is one of the master internationally. And take a look at his website. Just type GaryKellyArt.com, and his art is very magical. Okay, that's good. That's good. And getting the line, the shape correctly before you go too fast to set the color. And also pastel, even though you can do again and again, layer over layer, even with the fixed tip, you can do it a while, but just like oil painting, I've tried to keep it a little bit thinner. Okay, I will not try to abuse the medium, and gradually go into thicker and thicker as the painting progress, like that. This is good. All right, the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to start have the large shape. All right, so this is pretty good. I use this color tone as the foundation because most of the tone is about in this kind of color and also a little bit deeper like that. So I'm going to have a little bit, set a little color over here. That's going to be fun. Okay, it's really grab your charcoal and really sink in. So I'm gonna have this set a little bit darker color over here on the hair. So I'm gonna retain this shape. All right, this is good. Now I'm going to come in over here, look at the finger. I think this is still good. You see the arm coming up over here. And then the hand coming this way. This is good. Like that. And have another shape over here. And then the finger on this side. Okay, I think this is about right. Matching the chin. at the beginning, just like a watercolor, I try to use the bigger shape, which as you can see that is a bigger brush, right? And in this case is the stick, and take care of the larger relation. Pretty good. Now, I'm gonna come over here with a little brown color. That's good. Now take a look at it again. If anything you want to change it, any texture you want to blend it, that would be the good time. Okay. All right, pretty good. I like that. The contour looks good too. Okay, this is very good. Maybe come back over here, use give a little bit shape over here, just like that, a little bit shape. I don't want this looks too soft. Give a little bit texture, maybe a little bit warmer texture. So I'm gonna get, a little bit brown color right here. You see that the color a little bit interesting. All right, this is good. Now I'm going to set some color. Oh, before I go to do that, I'm going to soften this area too. The whole thing over here is in the shadow. I'm going to have this little bit brown color. This not really. Not the right color right here. All right, this is pretty good. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to set the light tone. And I'm going to take a look. What is this the correct color? And I'm going to start from this. And let's take a look. I love this. There's few pieces. This is very nice. So I'm going to start from this color. Take a look at the shape of the forehead. This is good. Right over here. That's good. All right, this is good. Right there. I do need a little bit orange color. And let's see, I'm going to use this color. Alright, this is good. I'm going to use my small finger to do the branding. I'm going to come in using this color, a little bit lighter. Come back here using this color. Now coming down, take a look. Just use the corner. Look at that. It come out a little bit tiny. And here we go. I think it's good. I'm gonna keep going down over here. I'm gonna come in here. Take a look. Take a look at the light shape. Take a look at the light shape. Carefully looking for the shape. All right, I'm going to come to the hand. Right, and the neck over here. Now I'm gonna come to a little bit more warmer color. When you do that, you always think about how dark the color is going to be. It's not just red, all right? You have to see that how dark the color would be. Make sure that it's a part of the shadow side. I don't want to make it any lighter, but it may be a little bit more brownish color. Right, this is good. Right, that's pretty good. Now I'm going to use a little bit lighter shade. Now I'm going to use this. Look at that. That's a lot cooler. If that's too cool, get a little bit warmer light tone. I'm gonna take a look at, maybe this is a better color. Let me see. Let's take a look. Take a look at right here. Okay, that's good. There's some drawing materials called color charcoal, and if you heard about it or you have a set of it, it's very similar to pastel. I'm not sure is what a difference in the pigments or what's the difference in the quality. You can try it, okay, and there will be the next step up. You can try, oh, okay, let me try just the pastel. Okay, here you go. The edge over here, a little bit lighter too. All right, and I'm going to get a little bit green, a little bit blue, kind of tone. Kind of a little bit green blue kind of tone. So I'm gonna try to use this color. I'm not too sure how it look like. Okay, it looks pretty good so far. Pretty nice. Not bright, not too exaggerated. That's good. And maybe a little bit blue tone. So I'm gonna have a little bit blue color over here. Just get a couple lines over here. So it feels like a little bit more. And this is good. I'm gonna have that a little bit light shape on the outside over here. Like that. Pretty good. Okay, and have a little bit gray color down over here. Very great. So I'm gonna have a little bit more like, see this color, see how it look. Doesn't make too much difference. This is good. Have a little bit shape, have a little bit more bluish. Okay, that's good. Okay, that's good. I'm gonna have a little bit lighter. That's good. Alright, pretty good. I like that so far. And what's the next thing we're gonna do? Oh, on the shoulder over there, I'm gonna have a little bit and color over here on this side of the shoulder. There's a little bit more cool kind of tone. Maybe also have a little bit warm color here. Okay, here we go, like that. Mix that two color together. Okay, and I'm gonna have a little light shape over here. And here we go, a little bit light shape over here. Okay, that's good, like that. Break the shape a little bit. Now this is good. I'm gonna have that a little bit tiny, a little bit brownish color right over here. And that's the right over here. And get a little shape down like that. That's a good suggestions, right? And I'm gonna have them really pretty dark color over here. I'm gonna have that little bit shape kind of coming down like that, very soft. Here you go, coming on to this side. Here we go. This is good. Okay, that's very nice. Okay, now I'm gonna have just a little bit touch of a little bit more clear edge. That's good. Like that. Okay, that's all right. Getting there. A little bit orange color. All right, now is the time I'm going to come in to take a look at closely to the face and the overall color. It looks pretty good already. I'm going to come in to use the darker charcoal pencil and the brown color too, and have a little bit red and purplish, and those color. It will be great. And I'm going to take a look at inside over here. Okay, take a look at it. And starting from the eyebrows. Okay, I'm going to use this finger to support my, so not the whole hand into it. Okay. Okay, this is good. And it's not too far. This is good. Alright, I'm also going to use them a little bit warmer light. It need to be even lighter. It'll be very white. So I'm going to have this very white charcoal. Oh, it doesn't really make it any lighter. So fine, I'm going to have using this color. Let's take a look. I know one stick is lighter. I think this is one that's good. This is good. Like that. Very light. And the middle of the nose, we need to use that too. So I'm gonna coming down over here. This is good. I need to be warmer though. I need a little bit more like an orange color. I'm gonna get the orange color and a little bit warm. And this, using this color first, a little bit orange. Okay, let's continue. Coming back to take a look at the eye in over here. Take a look at that. And this the corner. Let's get the iris right in here. Okay, getting there. We're gonna add a little detail, add a little light shape, add a little bit transition. That will be easy. And over here, a little bit higher. Okay, that's good. And then look at the eye. It's sitting in the shadow over here, in the middle over here. Okay, that's good. Here we go. That's the iris. That's the whole thing over here. A little bit darker. This is good. And take a look at the nose. I'm going to have a little bit red color. And for the, for the smiley line, the side of the nose, right here. Okay, I'm going to have this a little bit warmer here too. Okay, that's good. And here, a little bit warmer color. Nice. All right. I'm going to come down here a little bit brown color for the lower eyelid. All right. I have a little bit orange color coming up over here. Gonna have a little bit lighter color. And here we go. And I'm going to have a little bit red color inside over here. Okay, this is good. I'm going to have that a little bit highlight. Give a little highlight in the middle of the eye. Right there. I'm going to have that highlight coming down here. Okay, have a little bit red color on this side. A little bit orange. That's good. Now, and I'm going to take a look at the mouth, the shape of the mouth. I'm going to use this and take a look at the corner over here. And where is it? Should be higher, should be lower? Always ask those questions. Give it a good observation. Okay, here we go. And a little bit higher. Like that. Okay, that's good. Top over here, a little bit red. Okay, now I'm going to add a little bit darker color. You see, the process is very important. Make sure you give enough time at the beginning. Very important. Most of the people, they not really liking their artwork at the end. Most likely it's because they did not look and give it enough attention in the proportion, in a big arrangement. That's very important. So okay, that's good. Those pencils, they're pretty hard. I hope they're softer. Okay, here you go. I'm gonna have a little bit more red and a little bit lighter red and also orange. Try that. I think that's a little bit orange around the highlight. That's good, like that. A little bit red over here and a little bit darker on the shadow. Okay, this is good. I'm gonna have that. That's a little bit light tone coming down this way, like that. Okay, getting there. Pretty nice. Have the orange color. And over here. There you go. Like that. I'm gonna have a little bit red. And now we're gonna come back to use the chalk instead. The chalk actually work a lot better because they're very soft. Like that. This is good. I'm gonna have a little bit lighter. A lot lighter. Have a little bit smaller shape. Like that. And I'm gonna have the neck a little bit lighter so that was showing the separation between the neck and the jaw, the chin. Okay, that's pretty good. Like that, you see? Right. I'm gonna have that red color coming up a little bit. I need a little bit blending, so I'm gonna clean my finger a little bit, and then I'm gonna come back over here. Just move the shape a little bit. That's good. And a little bit orange color, and a little bit orange. There we go. Orange make it a little bit brighter. Okay, that's good. Okay, this is pretty good. Now the faces looks like it's almost there, right? And I'm gonna have just a little bit tiny, and not very light, a little bit kind of orange color. This orange color, that would be great. A little bit tiny over here, and a little bit, and then I'm gonna blend it a little bit, like that. That's a little bit like a soft triangle over here. Okay, see that? This is good. I'm gonna have a little bit darker color and a little bit darker, so darker brown color, and over here there's a little bit dimmer, and looks like we need even darker, so I have that. Getting the shape, the structure right, that is very crucial and important. Okay, now I'm gonna come over here to give a very tiny little line. Okay, right here, like that. This is good. You can have a little bit very tiny gray color, so a little bit bluish gray color, and gonna be getting inside the eye white. Okay, so that's good, and I'm gonna get a little bit kind of brown color over here. That's good, like that. And then getting more and more interesting. And I'm gonna have the dark color coming in a little bit. And here you go. And a little bit lighter brown color at the highlight over here. Now I'm gonna start getting that a little bit more and more the form, a little bit more and more there. Now the top over here, I'm gonna have a little bit tiny, a little bit more lighter. Okay, like that. A little bit lighter over here. That's good. So hopefully you were joining us for the portrait club, and all other member club is come in to share your experience and have fun. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna have a little bit warmer. That's a little bit tiny warmer. Like that. So maybe a little bit too light over here, but this is not bad. I'm gonna have a little bit cool color on the outside over here too, like while we're doing that, and a little bit more cooler color, but a little very dark cool color, so somewhere over here like that. Okay, like that. That's just actually good. All right. I'm going to continue to develop a little bit more on the face before I going outside. Now, first thing I'm going to do a little blending. Blending can make some edges a little bit softer. Okay, I'm going to have just give a little bit tiny brown color. Here you go. Okay, let's continue adding some smaller shape. And some a little bit lighter. Have a little bit brown color. And take a look at that. That between these two brown color, this is a little bit warmer, this is a little bit cooler, tiny, different. Okay. Okay, now coming to the cheek over here, I'm gonna have a little red color, like orange red color. Could be orange, could be a little red. So this is a little bit orange red first. Okay, and I'm gonna come a little bit lighter. First have a little bit warm color at the foundation. So when I have the light color on the top, it would mix it to become the exact tone that I want. Alright, this is good. I'm going to start looking at this. There's the light shape over here coming downward this direction. Now it's missing some of the red color, so I'm going to come back here. Also add a little red, maybe just add a few lines of red on the top. That's just fine. It will feel like a lot more warmer. Let's have feeling the blood is underneath the skin. That's very good. I can have the light color over here expanded like that. Very nice. I can have a little bit brown color, not very dark. I'm just going to give a little bit over here. See that? That's good enough. I'm going to take a look at over here, since that's a little bit more straight. Pretty good. I'm gonna have the little red color onto the lip over here. That's good. Now we need a little bit more, a little bit brighter white. So I'm gonna put that right in here. Take a look at that. Just use the tip of this. Right there. That's nice. Okay, this is pretty good. I'm gonna use this little tiny blender. I'm gonna move this red color in a little bit in here. Nice. That's good. Now do the same thing. I'm gonna get a little bit feel a red line over here. Make it feel like it's warmer. That's good. Now I'm gonna have a little bit lighter here. That's good. Okay, I'm gonna have a little bit darker at the bottom. Just a little bit darker brown color over here. Have a little bit graduate, curving up a little bit. That's good. Like that. Now, under there, we're gonna have a little bit darker color. I'm gonna have a little bit darker contrast right under here. Like that. This is good. Okay, that's very clear. That's the jaw line. Now this is a good time. I'm going to moving back to the eye area. And I feel like this, the color over here, a little bit darker, but also warmer. Okay. So this is dark, but it needs to be warm. So I'm going to have to mix this color with the red together. Like over here, I can have this, but at the same time, I'm also going to have a little red tone, but I cannot have the red a little bit too light, so I'm gonna have a little bit darker red like that. Now when I'm coming back to the other eye, I'm gonna take a look at. Before I go there, I see that nose over here, a little bit darker, like that. That's just good. The nostril. That's good, like that. I'm gonna sharpen this pencil before I work into the eye. It's a little bit too dull, right? Too big, this shape. Now you can see it's very sharp now. It's still good. I'm gonna come in to start from the eyebrow. That's good. I'll take a look at in the eye over here. That's good. And they have a little light gray color inside the eye over here. I just sharpen it. So let's take a look at here. In the eye over here. Okay. I'm going to use the very light, so that would be this white, very light. Here we go. This bottom here. Okay, here also light. That's good. Like that. And the iris need to be bigger. So now I'm going to change that to a little bit. Dimmer color. Like that. Here. Okay, pretty good. Look at this shape. Look at the size of the shape. Look at the whole shape. The bottom of the nose also have a little bit more red. Here have a little red too. So you can see the color. Keep thinking about the primary colors. What color is there? Is that yellow, more red, or more blue? Okay, this is pretty good over here. I'm gonna have a little bit orange color right in here. Cover some of the undertone, the paper tone. So now I'm gonna have this a little bit more red tone, white. It would be right here. If I have this on a bigger paper, and of course it's going to be a lot better, easier to handle the details. That's good. That is a little bit like the lightest in the eye. That's good. Take a look at the top over here. Okay. Nice. Okay. That's good. Top over here, a little bit lighter. Wonderful. Like that. Looks pretty good. Now I'm gonna have a little bit red down over here. I'm also gonna some darker color, separate that over here. A little bit more clear here. Okay. Nice. A little bit of brown color on the edge. Now I'm gonna look into the other side of the face. I'm gonna start from the dark color, which is the black. I'm gonna look back over here on this side first. I think that's maybe a little bit too much to the left. I'm gonna take a look. And this compared to the inside of the eye, I think that can a little bit come in a little bit more. Okay, just squeeze that in a little bit, tiny. So that's just fine. And then I'm going to use the orange, the little bit yellow brown color. Okay, like that. That's just fine. And a little bit tiny orange color, a little bit more yellowish. Okay, that's pretty good. Now we're gonna look into the other eye. Okay, that's good. I get that right here. This eye need to be a little bit tiny lower. That's good. Like that. You can look at compared to the nose. the darker red color in the tear dot. Like that. That's pretty good. No rush to, don't rush too quickly to the to the iris yet. Just get a little bit blue color in here. Set the foundation color in, and I think the shape of the eye, kind of interesting. So I'm going to actually also correct this too. Okay, go back to that in a bit. Have the little gray color. Okay, I go back to take more details in a bit. Okay, now continue on to this. On this side, I can mix this a little bit, but this definitely too light. Okay, now I need to have a lot darker. I'm gonna have a little bit brown color. Mix that in here. That's good. Now make sure the overall shape looks good before we go into work into the iris and the highlight. Okay, nice. Okay, nice. That's good. Now work into the iris now. Now over here. Okay. That's a little bit brown color in the middle. So I can have a little ring like that. That's perfect. And I'm gonna have the little bit lighter. It's not gonna be very light. We're gonna see when I touch this. If there's too much, definitely too much, I'm gonna soften it with a little darker color. Okay, that's look like a glowing. Okay, and now I'm gonna come in, just use this dark brown color to tone it down. See that? Like this. Perfect. And I'm gonna have that for the pupil darker. Perfect. Alright. Let's have a little bit lighter brown color. That's good. Now I'm gonna have just a little bit lighter. I'm gonna have a little bit orange color. That's still too dark. Or too light. I'm gonna have this. Like that. Have a little bit brown color, which is going to be lighter. Have this coming in a little bit. That's perfect. Now I'm going to have a little bit darker for the shadow side. And I think that we can have this, the black color over here. That's good. Like that. Okay. A little bit tiny red color in here. Okay, I think that the lower lip, need to push that a little bit more in here. That's just pretty easy. That's just going to put that just a tiny and over here. Okay, and then I'm gonna have this. Have the highlight a little bit in here. And the corner over here. The light a little bit in, a little bit more. That's pretty good. Now I feel like the lip, and also down over here, I'm gonna have a little bit orange color. Now that's good. I already feel like a little bit more in to the right side. Okay, this is good. Tiny orange color is lighter. That's good. Very nice. And down here, I'm going to use the more white. Now this is good. It looks like the chin is moving a little bit more toward the right side. Very good. Alright, the forehead over here, this can be a little bit lighter. Like that. I think this the eyes looks very nice. And the nose everywhere looks pretty reasonable. I'm gonna have a little bit the tiny render. I'm gonna have the blender, this blender, fine. I'm gonna soften that a little bit here. Okay. And the top over here, we can add a little bit light shape, a little bit more, like showing that that's where's this that stop, that stop right there. Okay, that's good. And on the other side, I'm gonna have just a little bit tiny lighter up here, showing that the toning over here, the reflection, and also the reflection under here. That's good. Okay. One more thing. I need to come into the eye over here. This eye. Take care of the corner. Okay, that's good. The top over here can come down a little bit. Nice. Just a little bit lighter. Right here. That's good. Okay. Come back to taking care of the whole contrast of the entire painting. So now I'm gonna first going into the darker shape over here, and I'm gonna take a look at. This is good. Now here, draw the shape, curve a little bit down over here. That's good. That's good. I'm gonna have that a little bit, those a little bit darker. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna have a little bit gray color. It's just a little bit gray color, but not too cool. Let's see. That's good. That's all right. I'm going to take a look at the finger, the hand over here, a little bit darker. Okay, now on this side, a little bit lighter, but also, let me see. Take a look at this shape. That's good. But this need to be, I'm gonna first have a little bit more like this color first. That's alright. Now I'm gonna have this a little bit later, put on top of that. So kind of blend this color together. Alright, it's good. I'm gonna have a little bit brown color over here. That a little bit line over here over. That's good. Okay, that's pretty good. Look at the thumb over here. A little bit lighter. Now we're gonna come even a little bit lighter shape in here. That's good. All right. I'm gonna get that little bit red orange color. So I'm gonna have the red orange color here. Now this is good. Very nice. Take a look at the shadow side. It expands this. And a little bit darker brown color first. Yeah, you go. There's the same color over here down. Alright. I'm gonna have the little bit lighter red brown color. Like that. A few lines, this is good enough. Like this. Okay, nice. Also in here too. So look at the proportion of the finger over here. It looks pretty good. Now I'm gonna use a very dark, just the hair coming down over here, showing. Alright, this is good. Like this, coming all the way in here. That's good. Now I can make the darker color on this side. have that little brown color here too. Alright, this is pretty good over here. Now I'm going to have this also a little bit warm color on the skin and the shadow side. Also a little bit lighter brown color. Here you go. That's good. I'm gonna have this a little bit lighter here too. Okay. Okay, getting there. This is very nice. I'm going to have a little bit lighter shape coming back over here and make it a little bit clear. There we go. Have a little bit brown color here. The fold. That's good. Nice. I'm just going to have a little bit lighter. This is a little bit lighter brown color. That's good. Even a little white coming through over here. That's good. Alright, now I'm going to put a little color in the top and background. I'm going to have that a little bit clear that a little bit. Okay, that's good. Okay, so this can be softer. So I'm gonna push the color, make it blend a little bit. And this area, I do want it to be a little bit darker here. A little bit softer. Doesn't need to be so clear. Okay, that's good. Some brown color over here. Alright, this is good. A little bit softer here. I'm gonna have a little bit more like this kind of greenish color in here too. Okay, nice. Now I come back in here. They have some very, very clear light shape. Here you go. That. Okay, I'm gonna come to a little bit brown color in here. Alright, now I'm gonna have a little bit darker brown color. Darker, richer brown color in here. This is that's good. Like that. The shadow. Also a little bit red in there. I'm gonna have that's a little red here. Alright, now I want to come in over here to add that. That's a little bit soft color. There you go, like that. Okay, pretty good. Now I'm gonna have the lighter shape. Take a look at that. That's just the negative shape. Nice. Nice.
Có dạ, hoặc là
Now I'm gonna have just a little smaller shape. So in this, showing this little big fold over here. That's good. I'm gonna have this. It's a little bit tiny more red. It just look a little bit too yellow. So this is easy. Just put a little red color in here. Okay. Like that. Also gonna, somewhere we don't really need that much, I can erase it. Just use the eraser. Leave up some color. Sometimes less is better, is more. Maybe a little bit cooler color here. This is fine. A little bit cooler color. So put a little green color over here. I'm going to have a little cooler color and just use the green color. Alright, this is good. I'm going to have a little dark color to change the direction of this. Coming over here, like that. That's good. This side, I'm going to have a little bit more kind of light brown color. That's good. Okay, let's take a look down over here. I'm gonna have a little bit lighter. Like that. I'm gonna have the background over here. Regular the shape a little bit. Okay. That's good. All right. I also have a little bit deeper, like the blue color over here too. Create some nice texture. Yeah. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up and share it with your friends. And come to visit us on Patreon and learn about the member benefits. I'm looking forward to see you in our next video. Stay creative.